Let's do a shunt. Endless line. Just pull. Another one. Just pull. Another one with one hand. Okay, now we go over the details. Okay, so guys, to you, comment number 5, and Mr. Mola, comment number 4. You guys look. Mr. Mola, I hope I understood that that's what you want me to make, so I made it. Basically, this has to get made out of stainless steel. 2 rollers, Mr. Mola, over a block of wood. That's what you said. To you. So you say 2 wheels on the bottom, 1 on the top. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm gonna think about this for a few days now. And thanks, guys. So there you go. And it's perfect. Of course, that block, that's main sheet block from why not. That doesn't have to be there. That has to be here somewhere. We'll figure that out. This is going to be made of plywood somehow. This is going to be stainless steel. The 2 rollers, I put them on my lathe today and I made them slightly smaller. So they're going to be textilite. 2, maybe 3. Ptio, you say put a couple under. I know that, and I think it does work better. But to be honest, mate, I mean, I'm really happy with the way things work over here, you know. So I'll just mess with it for a short while and I'll decide. So endless line pulls things perfectly. There'll be a cleat over there so you can cleat it. Over here, I guess I'm going to shove a piece of oak inside. I'm very happy with the plastic pipe. I'm thinking on a bigger boat I might make an aluminium one, but at the moment this plastic pipe makes me very happy. I think if I shove a piece of oak down deep inside and I have some kind of a flexible rubber mounting, I really like the flex. It's got a lot of give. It goes up, it goes down, it follows the business, you know what I mean? I think a bunch of flexible things work better together. And they don't got nobody rigid over there telling them, no, I don't want to do that, you know. Flexible stuff is good, and that's what Pacific Pros are all about. They're all about flex, and that's why you got lashings, and that's why they had very fancy akkers with all kinds of springy pieces of wood, and we Westerners are not doing that anymore. We got our own ideas, but you know, I mean, I don't know, but it's all flex. Everything is flex over here, so I'm very happy with the flex of the black pipe. On a bigger plow, I'm thinking on crystal clear. If this works, this is going on to crystal clear, a bigger rig. And then I'll have that black pipe, probably will be aluminium, I hope. And I will have flexible rubber joints somehow, I don't know. I'll find a way to make it, and that's the way it's going to be. So yeah, somehow that has to get connected onto the akka. Haven't thought about that yet. That block has to move to here. Haven't thought about that yet. That all has to get made. Haven't thought about that yet. Oh, here's my little rubber bands. Do you like them? They really work well. Basically, this is pulling the headstay out of the way so the junk rig can turn and it doesn't catch the luff. Because I had problems where the luff was catching onto this and then it was taking it over in the shunt and you'd get stuck in the middle. This is not going to be like this. This is why not. This headstay and backstay are from why not, and they're too short. I'm going to buy a 6mm new stuff, long, and then it's going to go all the way, and my lanyard is going to be a little baby one. I'm going to have a really short little lanyard, and therefore this shackle will be on a thick rope all the way, and it will be pulling out even more. Say, imagine something like this, and that's enough to get my luff my junk rig luff through. That's more than enough. But I want to get as much as I can get. At the moment I'm losing a little bit. But once I put on a new head stay, then that problem gets solved. Here's the back one. And he basically runs up and down the thing, you know. And that way there's almost no tension. And underpants rubber is the best in the West. So I can have myself a roll of underpants rubber and change it once a week or once a month or I don't know what. So that's no big deal. We don't have to use high-tech stuff. That's underpants rubber, man. Because over here, where I work, so there's tailors up there and tailors up here. So whenever I need staff, I go to the tailors and I say, give me some underpants rubber. And that's, so we're going sailing with underpants rubber. I'm really happy with that. Basically, I'm really happy with the boat. I feel like it's gonna work. I don't know. I finally got a good feeling. I don't know. I want to tell you guys one thing. You know, yeah, I'm a sailor. I've been sailing 3/4 of my life. I've sailed a lot. But when I started sailing plows, then I understood all the big problems in plows. And there's a lot of people out on the net that are babbling away about blah blah blah, but they don't sell plows. They just fucking babble away. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't rig your boat, then you're not going far with your boat. And that's the end of that. And don't go on about crab claws and all that kind of crap. I don't believe that. I want to see somebody going out with a crab claw and crossing an ocean. I want to see that. I'm not talking about a waterham catamaran where you got like a bunch of masts and there's a ton of crab claws lying on deck. I want to see you go with a claw, with a single 1 or 2 crab claws, and I want to see heavy duty cruising. I want to see that. I don't believe it. And if this junk rig works on this boy, then there's a rig that you can reef like in a minute and a half, and that's the way we want to play the game. We want to, a minute and a half. In a minute and a half, I can reef it 6 times. I've had my junk up and I've reefed it 1,000,000 times. I'll do that in the next video. I'll show you how it reefs. It reefs in a second. I like a lot. I had more cants. My yard was canted forward more, and it was actually making shunting more difficult because the rig was, when you got big heavy cant, and the sail comes out because you're on a beam reach, then the head leans over like that because the mast, the yard's canted. So it's like, and it's harder to shunt. It's as if there's too much weight hanging over the wrong way. So I straightened that out a little bit when I raised it up here. That just happened by mistake. But good things always happen by mistake. And that's the way things are. And that just sorted things out. So like I said, that thing comes here, that block comes here, over there there'll be a cleat, and that way you lock it. Very important to lock this thing in place, very important. Because if you get backwinded, and that's not locked, the rig is coming down. This rig is coming down. The only thing that's holding this rig in place is the yard fixed to the bottom of the boat, okay? So that means that yard has to be always cleated. Another way to do things would be if you have a backwinding strut holding up your mast like on a Pacific Pro, but I don't want to have that because I already got 2 spars. I don't want to have a 3rd one, you know. You got to also think about windage and stuff, you know. Can't go overboard with everything, you know what I'm saying, and weight and everything. So I believe that yeah, if it's cleated, it's not going anywhere. I don't believe I'll get backwinded in the middle of a shunt, and if I will, then I'm sure the yard will flop down to one of the sides and then I can quickly cleat it. That's 1 to 1,000,000, I believe. Okay, I believe and I hope. I don't think I'll get backwinded in the middle of a shunt, but I don't know, we'll see, we'll test that. Anyway guys, I really want to thank you guys for kicking in. I mean, Mr. Mola, amazing dude, man. Like I had like 10 ideas in my mind yesterday, and this is the best one. So you know, so I click on my telephone today and I find this comment, and you sorted me out, man. And that's what Balkan Shipyards is all about. We're all about sharing, and we give away everything, and we break our heads on stuff, and then we all upload it, and that's how boat building should be. And I I mean, let's just build boats together, people. That's what I've always wanted to get to, and that's what finally is happening. Ptiu, thanks a lot, man, brother. I really look into having like a couple rollers under. I know it works better. I just do. I really do. So I'll make up a little mock-up and test the free roller thing. See how that works. And guys, I really feel good. So yeah, there's a gale coming in, big clouds. Today was blowing like, I don't know, 30 knots over here in the parking lot. So I couldn't put up the sail. Now it's kind of died down a little bit. I don't know, if it doesn't rain tomorrow, I'll shoot another vid for you guys. Take care, all the best. Make or break, Balkan Shipyards.